What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eye Bro, also known as PT, and I'm back to talk about the Walking Dead show, comics, all that stuff. Spoiler warning for the entire series of the Walking Dead show, comics, all that stuff. Spin-offs, movie spoilers, spin-off TV shows, all that stuff. Like I said before, spoiler warning. I have to give the warning because I don't know what you know, what you don't know, or what you don't want to know. So again, spoiler warning. You get it? But ultimately, the Walking Dead is on break right now, but it'll be back very soon. And make sure you hit that subscribe button because we talk about the Walking Dead all year round, and we'd love for you to become a valued member of our PT channel, Walking Dead family. Also, guys, hit that join button if you want to become a member and ring the bell to get notified when we post videos every day. Now, I love this fan art right here. We highlight it in the thumbnail. It is fan art. It is not through the Walking Dead. It is by the person right there. Check him out on Instagram. But you see Jadis, Rick, Heath, and a new person from The Walking Dead World Beyond, CRM, possibly Philadelphia in the background. Could it be Philadelphia that we'll see in the movies? I hope so. Now, way back when in season 1, we saw Morales. And then we didn't see him again for a long time for him to come back in season 8. And The Walking Dead is the series of speculation. People believe that this could be Lucille or an early connecting point with the Negan baseball bat. Morales came back around in season 8. He was with the Saviors. Like, really? That's what they came up with for the connecting point with this guy? He was killed by Daryl. It didn't make sense. It was rushed. It was far-fetched. It was just a thing to cover up a plot hole, to fill in a plot hole. But it has me thinking about the Saviors. Where did all these Saviors go? To the Sanctuary? What happened with all those Saviors that were in the Sanctuary in season 9? Could some of them be Whisperers? For sure, right? And the guy in the middle definitely looks like the actor who played Brandon that was killed by Negan in season 10. But could the Saviors be Whisperers? I think it's a good idea, but will it happen? I don't know. We'll have to see. It makes you think about what happened to some of these characters. We saw Frankie. She was at Alexandria. She got killed off. But there was a bunch of other people there and who were Negan's wives. So it's like, where did all these people go? Did they just go away? Did they die? Did they really all die, or some of them die in the battle of season 8? And then after in season 9, did they go away and get killed by the walkers? What happened to this guy who got burned up by the iron? My man Jimmy right there, Jimmy! But then you see a bunch of characters that makes you wonder about what actually happened to them. Are they going to be in the movies? Are they going to be on other spin-offs? Or did they fall into plot holes, never to be seen again? Some of the biggest plot holes right now are with Hilltop. I'm not sure where two major Hilltop members are right now, Cal and Eduardo. We know Tobin's gone. I don't know what this guy's doing with his face, but Jerry is still around, Jerry. But Eduardo and Cal, where are you? Cal was seen in season 6 and he was around in season 9, and we just don't know where he's been. I don't think we've seen him at all in season 10. And as for Eduardo, what's happening with Eduardo? Did he go with Maggie? That makes the most sense if he went away with Maggie, because why would Maggie just go by herself with Georgie or wherever? We haven't seen Eduardo since season 8, I believe, and it's just one of those things like if he comes back around, okay, I can buy that he went with Maggie, but where could he be? Could we see him in the movies? Cal, we've seen in season 6, 7, 8, 9, but I don't recall seeing him in season 10. And he's not the biggest character by any means, but when we meet a character and then we don't really see him again for a while, that's kind of weird. We're like, what happened with that person? What happened with Marco? What happened with Cal? And remember, Saviors! Saviors are coming! Where are Whisperers? Whisperers are coming! Come on, Cal. Give us that in the back half of season 10, and I hope we see him again. Another Hilltop person is Birdie. Birdie is a small character that we saw back in previous seasons, and I don't think we've really seen her since Maggie went away. She's not the biggest character again, but she was clearly right there when Maggie, Enid, Jesus, and the rest of Hilltop came and saved the day in season 7. As for Alexandrians, we just saw Scott right before the break in season 10, and a lot of people are wondering, where did he go? Where has Scott been? Fun fact, he's married to Sasha, Sonequa Martin Green. His name is Kendrick Green. We see him right there in the back half of season 10, and I think he may be in danger because we're seeing him more and more. And does anybody remember this lady? Do you know her name? She's an Alexandrian, and her name is Barbara. She was watching young Judith, or baby Judith, or whatever you want to call it. She's right there in the background, I believe, is Barbara. She's an Alexandrian, and we haven't seen her in a long time. Did she die? Is she still alive? And remember this guy, Mikey. Remember back in season 6? For a long time there was this one person that was commenting and asking me questions. What happened to Mikey? Where's Mikey? But according to the Walking Dead fandom, he died during the battle at Alexandria. Well, I guess the attack on Alexandria with Negan and the Saviors. They said he died in a room caught on fire or something. So Mikey is gone along with some other Alexandrians. But the big question is, will we see these characters again? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But the real big question is, when is Maggie and Herschel coming back? Baby Herschel is not a baby anymore. After the time jump, which was 6 years, Herschel should be around 6 or 7 years old. We know that Maggie is coming back at some point, probably and hopefully in the back half of season 10, but how, when, why, and what does she know about what's going on? The big question is about Heath. I guess it's a big question because we haven't seen him since season 7, episode 6. Some people ask me about him, some people don't care about the guy, but it is a plot hole. He went away, why? He went away, how? Who took him, and where did he go? And the last big piece of information we got about Heath, I guess per Angela Kang, I'm pretty sure it was Angela Kang or Scott Gimple. I'm not sure who it was exactly. But the word is that Jadis traded Heath away. So Heath could be in the movies for sure. I would assume Jadis, Rick, and Heath hopefully will be in the Walking Dead movies, if not all three. We'll have to see what happens, but it makes sense since Jadis was trading people away, A's and B's. She had Heath's RV, and I love the fan art right here. You have Jadis, Rick, and Heath. And now I doubt they're going to be running things. I doubt they're going to be soldiers going around picking up people and doing things like we met Isabel in Fear the Walking Dead. But is it going to be Philadelphia, and is there going to be a connecting point with all the other shows and series? I just hope we see Michonne and Rick together. I hope we see this in the second or even third movie. At some point, it needs to happen, in my opinion. The first movie will probably be before the 6 years. We'll probably get time jumps. Is Morgan ever going to show up again and find Rick? Morgan and Rick started off the series, and it's just fitting that they should end the series, whether it be Rick at Morgan's grave or Morgan and Rick's grave, because Carl is not around anymore. But what about the Grimes kids, Judith and RJ? Why not have them end the series and the universe altogether? And I really hope that Rick sees Judith and RJ at some point in the movies or series. But what do you think is going to happen, guys? I talked about a bunch of different things and, characters that we didn't see anymore and some plot holes and, a variety of topics. But it's just something to fill the time and to fill the void of The Walking Dead when it returns back in February 23rd, 2020. And it's going to be crazy for The Walking Dead universe. 2020, we should have 42 episodes of The Walking Dead universe. That's The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, and The Walking Dead World Beyond. 42 out of the 52 Sundays in a year. So I can't wait to find out. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. And for those interested in my Zombie Apocalypse book series, the title is Fight For Us. Check out the link in the description to all 11 books. I hope you join the fight, and tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.